Right, so that's the going out vision, that's the big vision out there. Now we're going to bring it all in here, into the inner vision, and pull all that in here, and let's just check in with what we're doing with that in ourselves, in our own lives, in our businesses, with our people. And no better person to do this with than beautiful, wonderful Christa Crown Diamond. And I just wanted to say, Christa, that I absolutely believe beyond doubt that it was you coming into my life 15 years ago that really saved my life with Body Balance. It absolutely, I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't showed up with Body Balance at that time. I don't know where I would be today. I certainly wouldn't be here. And I just honour you for that, and your friendship and your guidance, and just the way that together with Michael you're holding the space in such a loving, caring way for all of us, and have so much wisdom based on your own experiences that have been very mixed and varied at times, but you've been burnt in the fire and forged in that fire, and come through into such a powerful place in yourself and your life, and it's a fantastic role model for me anyway, and I know for many others. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. Yeah.
Okay, so yes. So we have just a few minutes before we're going to break. So I'd like to use this few minutes in as productive a way as possible. And what I'd like to do is take you through a very quick exercise to get us as connected as possible to our business, because there's always another level of connection to life force, to the products, to the business, whatever your passion is, wherever your focus is. And those of you who were here yesterday, I talked a little bit about our vision and about our passion, like finding where our passion resides. Because our dreams and our visions and our passion, they're like signposts that give us a way to look at what is our purpose here? What are we here for? And where do we get those answers to what are we here for? Well, we look at what lights us up. What are we good at in our life? So what are we good at? And what do we love doing? Where's our passion? So the answers to those two questions are really what I see as the guideposts to answering that question, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I meant to do with my life? And there are some of us who have been blessed enough to really come up with some very definitive answers to that question, but not everybody has. So I want to bring that context into Life Force, into our business, because we're all here as part of the answer to that question, I believe. And so to hone in a little more on how we can have this deep, deep depth of our being connected to this business and connected to these products and connected to these companies. So, all right, so answer this question, and you just write the answer to this question. What most excites you about this opportunity? Whatever that opportunity is for you, looks like for you. what most excites you about this opportunity? About doing this business, about sharing these products, whatever your focus is.
One or more than one?
You can write whatever, as many as you want, but for the next piece, I'm going to have you choose one. But if you can find multiple, then all the better, because the more clarity we can get around what excites us here, the more we're connected. And so if there's more than one thing, then there's multiple connections. So that's very powerful. So what most excites you about this opportunity? So I'd like to hear from a few people what you've come up with. What most excites you? Sarah?
The location and time freedom it will give me.
The location and time freedom it will give you. Okay, wonderful. Sarah?
I put that this is the power to transform our reality, and it's a business for people rather than people doing business.
Okay, it's a business for people rather than people working in business. I love that.
That's really been really strong for the last few days, and also just radiant communities thinking really well.
Radiant community. Beautiful. Thank you. Who else? I mean, I'm kind of starting the ball rolling over here. Sona.
A tool, a means to global transformation, one person at a time, to
Wonderful.
a world that's just and smart and common sense.
Yeah. Christine.
The money to have choices.
Money to have choices. Rosemary.
The potential of what can be, possibility.
Possibility, my favorite word. Thank you. Yes. Who else? What most excites you, Billy?
Time freedom with lots of money.
Time freedom with lots of money. Love it. Who else?
Mine's talking to large groups and getting individuals to see how simply they can change for a better life.
Wonderful. Francisca.
The vehicle for personal growth and transformation into the expansion of self.
Wonderful. Who else? What about the back table over there? Vera.
I have the freedom of choice. I've called it the great adventure. It's just the possibility of having. It is the great adventure to transform lives around the world.
Yeah. Awesome. Yep. Beautiful. Stephen.
Mine. Excuse me again. Mine's freedom, and every word you want to put in front of that, whether it's
freedom.
financial freedom, health freedom, whatever you want to put. Mine is freedom.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Michael's favorite word. Yes.
It's a simple business. Most of people can do it.
Beautiful. Simple business. Most people can do it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody else? And we're going to move on to the next piece. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to take, if you've written more than one thing, choose the one that jumps out at you the most right now. And I want you to imagine that from this place of what excites you most about this business, you're going to be sharing, you're going to be prospecting a new person, and you're going to be sharing this opportunity with them from that place. So what I'd like you to do is to write down 3 things that you could say to a person that they would get from doing this business. So let me give you an example of that. I love our mission statement, which is empowering human potential. I love that. It's like the ground I stand on when I'm doing this business. And so how I would share that with another person, what they would get from doing this business in that context is, you know, what I see is extraordinary courage that people develop from doing this business. And the personal development, if that's something that you're interested in, the personal development here, I mean, I've become a totally different person from doing this business. A much better person. A much more empowered person from doing this business. So there are two things. So can you understand where I'm going with this? So in your words, taking that one thing that really excites you about this business, what are 3 different ways you could share that with people, giving them the benefits? We love benefits, right? What are the 3 benefits those people would be possibly open to? Is that clear what I'm asking people? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And if your focus is the products, look at what 3 benefits you could offer people from a product perspective. Has everyone got 3 things? Anyone need a little bit more time? Yes? Okay, another minute. The thing that everybody is asking themselves when we go out and share this opportunity or the product or whatever we're sharing with another person, what they're internally asking themselves is, what do I get out of this? Yeah? So take a moment and just share with the person next to you what you would say to another. What are the benefits that that person would get from your passion? Like, what can you offer them? So what are the 3 things you wrote down? And if there's 3 of you, just share between the 3 of you. So let's just take a couple of minutes before we wrap up. I'd love to hear from a couple of people what were some of the things that you came up with. First of all, what most excites you, so we have context, and what is it that your prospect can actually gain from this if that person joined you? Lynn.
It's the number one thing is health. Everyone will gain health from that.
Yeah. Okay.
Number two.
Okay, can you stand up and face everyone because they're having a hard time hearing you?
The number one thing I'm so excited is we are in well-being industry. It's about our health. That's number one. Number two. We can work at home. That's very exciting too. Mm-hmm. For a lot of people, you don't have to get up in the morning, go to travel. Number three, we can make unlimited income. It's fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Who wouldn't want that? Okay, who else? Somebody else. Okay, Linda.
I just put this, I love body balance and how it makes me feel.
Yes.
And so then my number one would be that other people, prospects, could have the product and give them a great recommendation for their health.
Yep.
Number two is that they can get this product free and only pay shipping.
Yep.
And number three would be that they can share it with many people and make a great business out of it, which will give them financial and personal freedom.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? Last one. One more. Billy?
Mine was having time freedom with lots of money.
Yep.
And if I'm talking to someone and they mention they've been to university, and I often bring up that they've got a student loan, and so I say to them, how would you feel if I could show you how to pay off your student loan?
Yeah. Great.
To get
Yep.
to feel how that would feel rather than
Yeah, so bringing it back to how it feels, that's important. That's really a really good thing to do for people, because that's where the connection is, not here. Yeah. All right, well, thank you. And I'll turn it back over to Lisa for the break. But before we break, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to actually take what we just did and go out and talk to 3 people using this and offer them what you've written down on this paper. Is everyone willing to do that? Is anyone?
During the day or just on the break?
Oh, no, not on the break, but just in your day, out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Since we're going a lot of out and about.
We are doing a lot of out and abouts today. Okay, great. Thank you, everybody.